Remember when Donald Trump said,
"You're not going to have a war with me, and you're not going to have a third world war with me. That I can tell you."
and how is that going for us?
The United States military began major combat operations in Iran.
So the guy who said, if you vote for Kamala, she's gonna send your son to war, has sent your son to war.
The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
And not because we were attacked, not because we were under imminent threat, but to protect us from a future attack as a preemptive measure.
We're doing this not for now, we're doing this for the future.
Which is illegal according to the UN 51 Charter that states a collective or individual is allowed to use self-defense if an armed attack happens. Rest in peace to the soldiers and civilians who have lost their lives so far in this senseless, aggressive, illegal war. Keep it clean.
You know, I see a lot of Republicans online celebrating Donald Trump's war in Iran, and they're happy that it's going to continue for weeks, according to him. And yet none of them are signing up for the military. You know, you can go to the Army website and sign up and get deployed, right? Go do it. They're perfectly happy putting other Americans out there on the front lines, putting their lives in danger. 3 Americans have already died. But they sit from the comfort of their homes in the United States and type on their keyboards and say, yeah, war in Iran, let's keep going. Pathetic. Pathetic. These warmongers who voted for the peace president in a year completely flip and they're saying, yeah, let's keep going. Disgusting, man.
To the cracker-hoeing Chief Deary, I'm not fighting on nobody's front line. I did not vote for this. MAGA, prove y'all are more American. Y'all go to the front.
Hello there, welcome back. I'm Carly.
Benny?
So now, let me ask you something. If someone is cheering for war online, should they also be ready to fight in the war? What's the uncomfortable thing that is blowing up online? And some people are saying something very direct. If the United States enters a war with Iran, then the people who strongly supported those policies should be the first ones ready to serve.
So the argument is so simple. If you celebrate war online or support aggressive foreign policy, then you should be also ready to face the consequences. And not just with the tweets or political talks, but with a real service and sacrifice. Because when wars begin, people are often asking a simple question: who actually pays the price? Yeah. And historically, we all know the answer is simple. It's been the ordinary people.
Yeah, many people point out that Black Americans have served in this country. They have served in the military in huge numbers and for many generations, starting from the World War I, the World War II, the Vietnam, and even the War of Terror. The Black soldiers have fought, they have sacrificed and died for this country. But when many of those veterans come home, they still face discrimination and limited opportunities.
So today some people are asking a difficult question. Why should communities that strictly has very little to say in politics or decision making keep carrying the burden of when the war starts? And that's frustration is big part of why the debate is spreading online or blowing up.
Yeah.
You think I should get on the front lines and help Iran and fight for the people? Why would I do that? I'm an American and I'm anti-war. Since you're pro-war, I think you should go hit your nearest recruitment office and sign up. Don't be a pussy though. Remember what you said here, front lines. And if you can't do it, how about your kids? If you don't have kids, how about your husband? Or, wife. I know it says Mrs., but if not, then one of your other family members or friends. You want it, so you do it.
Some activists are now saying political choices should come with the personal responsibility. And their thinking is simple. If you strongly support a leader, or if you promoted their leadership policies, and those policies lead to war, then you should be ready to stand behind the decisions with more than words. You should be ready to serve.
Now, whether people agree with that idea or not, the real issue here is responsibility. Because war is not just politics, war is human lives, war is families, war is young soldiers on the ground.
And another reason why this debate is going so viral online is because of something we see every day online. A lot of people love talking about war on social media. They post patriotic messages, they cheer military action, they talk about the strength and dominance. But critics are saying or asking a simple question: how many of those same people who are posting online are ready to serve?
Yeah, and because of that, when the war begins, the people who usually pay the price are young soldiers, not politicians. You understand? Not influencers, not commentators. Yeah. And of course, not everyone agrees with this argument. Some people are saying anyone who supports a political leader should accept responsibility for the results of their leadership. Others say that the idea goes too far. They believe military service should never become a political punishment. They say decisions about war should stay with national leaders and military experts.
But underneath all these arguments is a bigger question: who should really fight the war that a country enters? Should it only be volunteers? Should there be a national draft, or should the responsibility be shared equally across the society? So some people believe it is if the children of powerful and wealthy families also are to serve, leadership might think twice before going to war. Because when the people making decisions are far away from the battlefield, war can sometimes become easy to start.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, the viral debate is about more than one politician or one administration. It shows a deeper frustration with politics. Many people feel the biggest decisions, especially about war, are made far away from the people who suffer the consequences, and that frustration is not showing up online in heated arguments and strong opinions. But underneath all the noise is one serious question.
Who carries the burden when nations go to war?
Who?
So, war is one of the most serious decisions any country can make. It affects soldiers, families, communities, and the entire generations. And that's why people are having this conversation right now, because at the end of the day, war is never just politics, it's people.
So let's hear from you. Do you think people who strongly support war policies should also be more willing to serve?
Or should the military service stay completely separate from the politics?
Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're new here, please you may consider subscribing to our channel.
Bye.
Bye.